what's up and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my very first unboxing video. I am so excited. So during BH Cosmetics back to school sale, I bought some stuff and we're going to play around with it today and make a fun look. I'm not going to do anything too crazy because I do have to go to work. So we're not going to go like super crazy, but one day we're going to go super crazy and do like purple eyes or blue or something. So just pop this box open. And honestly, it has been so long since I bought this stuff, I've completely forgotten what I bought. Oh! So I bought a brush set. It comes with 15 brushes. So that's super exciting. We got a little sponge action thing. We got a foundation primer, and it is the foundation primer. And then here, let's see, oh goodness, what else we have? We have 3 palettes. We have 3. Can you see all 3 of them? So we have the Take Me Back to Brazil. Let's open this one first. Slide her out of its package. Ooh. An absolutely gorgeous, colorful palette. Oh, that's so pretty. That's awesome. Pop that back in its case. If I can get it to line up. Then we have our Shade and Define Contour Palette. These long nails makes it hard to do any sort of packaging. So it looks like this. We have powder, highlight, and we have contour. These are non-shimmer. So like yellow, front of your eyes. All good things. And then for our last palette we have their modern neutrals palette. So let's pop her open. I think this is the palette we're going to work with today because I don't really want to do something super crazy and super like, I would love to do a colorful look today, but I don't need to do that going to work. Oh, look at all these gorgeous shades. And they're all matte, so I bought the all matte palette. And I think we're gonna do a look with this today. So yeah, let's get started. Okay guys, so we're actually gonna start off with the primer. Get this open. I think this was the Perfecting Primer, if I'm remembering correctly. Oh. I don't like how it doesn't tell you which primer it was, because there were 2 primers on there that looked exactly the same. It was this one and another one, and so I wish that it told me which one this was, but it's fine. So let's see what it says. Blend a pea-sized amount onto the skin over moisturizer and under foundation for under foundation or complexion makeup. So I already have moisturizer on. I put it on a while ago. Let it soak in. Get all nice and moisturized. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, with these nails, I don't understand how people do it. Okay. Oof. So it says a pea-sized amount. So we're going to put a little bit on our hand. Okay, so this is what it looks like. And I'm just going to take it, blend it on my fingers, and then blend it into the skin. I'm going to use a little bit more on my forehead. Just a smidge, because not enough got up there. And I'm having a serious skin issue. Y'all, like, I don't even understand what's going on with my skin. Then we're going to bust open our... Oh, I just pulled on my new shirt. It's fine. Then we're going to bust open our brushes. Oh, and they come in this cute little bag. Oh, that's so cute. So we got all of these brushes. I do think it's a little excessive to wrap each one of them in plastic, in my personal opinion, but, you know, whatever. So let's take them out. Dropped a brush. So there are these really cute, like, metallic-y brushes. So yeah, these are cute. So they do have numbers on them. Like, this is number 1. Number 2 and number 3 is over here. This big one right here. But they don't have names for them. So I'm just going to use them. They don't say, like, specifically, this is for foundation or blah, 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 or whatever. So we're not going to worry about that. But I'm not going to use the brushes for foundation. I'm actually going to use their little sponge. I needed a new sponge, so I'm glad I bought this one. So it's purple. It's cute. It really looks like a beauty blender. But I'm going to go wet this. Okay, guys, so I'm back with my sponge. This is a very dense sponge. Like, the one that I have is not really this dense. So, like, it's a solid sponge. So we're going to apply foundation today. Let me find the foundation. Alright, so we're going to use our Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation. I am wanting to try some new foundations. I'm going to put just some on the back of my hand. So, y'all comment down below. Tell me some of the foundations that y'all love from the drugstore, or from, or if they're higher end or whatever. Comment down below, because I would love to know. I'm just going to take that leftover product that's on my hand and on my sponge and just dab that across the nose. Because if you put way too much product on your nose, it just tends to, like, slather it off. Alright, so then, look, you can, nice and foundation looking. And then I'm going to take my Tarte Maruca, I don't know, creaseless concealer. I'm just going to put a smidge on the back of my hand first. And then I'm going to use the sponge to press it in where I need it. But I'm going to... Oh, look, there goes one of my brushes. I really do think I drop something in every video. I've said that multiple times, but in every video I drop something. So, taking my sponge, dipping it in the concealer on the tip. patting that in. I like how pointed this is, so you can get like right up in there next to your eye, like right. And then I take my concealer and I blend it over my eye. I'm doing the same with the other eye. Blending and blending and blending. Y'all, I really like this sponge. I mean, my normal sponge doesn't even make my makeup look this good. This is a nice sponge. Okay. So, now that my face is fully covered in foundation, I'm going to let it sit for a second. I'm actually going to move on to the eyes. I take that back. We're going to bake today. So I'm going to take my Airspun powder that I've used in every video. Take my, oh goodness. We're going to dump some in my little lid. And then we're going to take the sponge on the side that doesn't have concealer. But before you do that, you really want to make sure everything is like fully blended. You don't want to bake a crease, you know? And then just pat it in. Bake my under eyes. I like baking before I do my eyeshadow because it helps throw off any extra eyeshadow that is falling down. And then I'm going to bake right here because I get small lines. And then up here because y'all know I've told you before, that's where I crease. Right there. You get a big old massive like wrinkle. So, then we're going to set the rest of our face in just a second, but we're actually going to get started with our eyeballs. Oh, we're going to use this Modern palette. I wonder if any of these have names. Hold on. Nope. No names. Just colors. So we're going to get started with my handy dandy and trusty fluffy brush. This is not a part of their brushes, just a brush that I have. And we're going to use this color right here. It's like an off-white. I'm just going to use that to set the concealer. Because I haven't put any powder on top of that concealer yet, but I would just want to set it before I move on so it blends easier. And you can use your powder to do this. I've just always used eyeshadow. Couldn't think of the word. Could not think of what these were called. They're called eyeshadow, Savannah. Duh. Okay. Goodness me. And then I'm going to use an angled brush. Just going to grab all the brushes I'm going to go ahead and need and put them on my hand or in my hand. So then I'm just going to grab this fluffy brush from BH Cosmetics, number 5. Should I use number 5? Or should I use? Y'all, I don't know. And then we're going to go in with this shade right under the one we just used. We're just going to get a little bit on our brush and go into the crease. We got to start building the crease so that you don't look crazy. Just going to start building that crease up. Using your mirror. And just blending. Using a little more in this outer corner right here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this eye and then I'm going to do this eye and shake after. So I'm just going to do the one eye right now. And then I'm going to take this fluffy brush. It's number 8 from BH Cosmetics, what it looks like. And we're going to go into a deeper brown. We're going to go into this one right here. No, we're going to go into this one. It's like a pinky brown. It's like a pinkier brown, you know what I mean. And put it in the crease. These are blending really well. Like my other eyeshadows, I mean, they're just blending well. That looks good. And then we're going to go in with a little bit more, a little smaller of a crease brush. Number 6. And we're going to use a darker shade. We're going to use this brown right here. And we're just going to put that in the crease. You want this to be like more in the crease. You don't want it to be spread out so that you give your eye more definition in that crease right there. So just putting that in the outer. But I'm not like blending this all the way in. I'm just keeping this like closer to the outer like half of the eye. And just blending in as needed. Just to help create that shape that I want. And blending this in. Okay. And then so we're just going to do one more color and we're going to take the tightest brush that I have, which would be this number 7. It's a very, very tight crease brush. And we're going to go in with the darkest shade, which is going to be this brown. Okay, you cannot see that. This brown right here. It's a cooler brown. It's not as warm. And we're just going to put that in the crease. And again, in the outer half. But making sure to keep it very confined to that area. And just blending. And then to make sure the area is all blended, taking that first fluffy brush and just blending it all. And making sure everything is nice and well blended. And then we don't have any shimmers in this one because it's a matte palette, obviously. So we're going to take, I have this eyeshadow from Lancome or Lancome. Lancome. And I love this shadow, I love the color. It's called Kitten Heel. light it up. It's in one of their individual shadows. It's this gorgeous like gold pink color. And then I'm just going to take a tight brush or a flat brush, and we're just going to apply it. One did not come in my little kit, so we're just going to take one of the ones that I already have. This is one of those dual ones from Profusion. Just going to take the flat side, grab some of this gorgeous shimmer, and apply it to the lids. Just in the center and in the front. I don't want to go like all over, just from the center up or out or toward my center of my face, not out. I don't want to go out that way. I want to come in this way. And then taking this end and just making sure that there's no line in between where the matte and where the shimmer are. So I think that's what I'm going to do for my lid. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other side, and we'll come back to do the rest of my face. Okay guys, so I am all done with the face, with my eyes, and we're going to move on to my face. My foundation is been sitting for a while, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to move on to contour, so that I don't have to put as much powder on my face. It is a trick that I learned from Rachel Lush. She talks about how she doesn't want to put as much powder on her face. She uses her contours and blush and stuff to like kind of set the area, and then she uses her powder to set the rest of her face. She's done it a couple times, and I love doing that. So we're going to go with the contour now. I'm really going to use this as bronzer. I'm not going to do like super crazy contour since I didn't go super crazy. And I think we're going to start lighter, because you can always go darker. Sometimes it's hard to go lighter. And we're going to start with this second shade right here. Did I start with that one? No. Yeah, that one. Start with that one. And then if it's not dark enough, we can move down a shade or two. But since we're just using it as bronzer, we don't need it to be like super crazy. I have a mark there from where my dog scratched the crap out of me. And also, my foundation is not blended down my neck well enough. So before I do that, let's blend some foundation down my neck some more. There we go. That's a little better. Blending this under the chin, going, goodness, go away, go away, go away. And then up on the forehead. It's super frustrating. It cut me off. So again, just using this contour color right here and just going around my face and blending it in. It's not super crazy. It's not showing up too much, but in person it's showing up more than it is, I think, on the camera. So we're just gonna, and I have 10 minutes till I have to leave, guys. So we're not gonna do too much more that is super crazy. Alright, so now we're going to brush away the bake. And I'm actually going to use one of the colors. I dropped the pad. Didn't break it though. I don't know if this is a face brush. So then we're just going to use my big fluffy brush. It's been in my bag, so I'll shake it so it fits a little better. And we're going to use this color right here. It's like a peachy color, and we're just going to brush away the baking. Awesome! So now it is time for blush. I need to buy a new blush, but I'm just going to use the one that I've used in many videos, the Tarte Blush and Glow. Still have not fixed this highlighter since my first makeup video. You know, that's how you know you're a procrastinator, right? You don't do things when you're supposed to. So I'm going to use this brush. I'm going to use this brush from BH Cosmetics for my blush. I don't know if this is supposed to be used for blush, but it's going to be. I don't really like this, but whatever. I usually like a really big brush for blush. Like I love like a big fluffy brush for blush. So I think I'm going to go back to my tried and true Bare Escentuals Flawless Face Brush that I use for blush. It just does me well for blush. And then I like to take my blush and just kind of sweep it over like my forehead and the rest of my face, just to bring in some warmth. And now we're going to go back and do the under eyes, because I think doing your like the bottom lashes is a very important process. Why can I not keep things on this table? It's a very important process. So we're actually going to use the BH Cosmetic brushes for this. And we're just going to take brush number 10. It's like an angled fluffy brush. And go in with that first shade and just touch up the under eye area. And then I'm going to go in with this angled brush. And I'm going to use one of the darker shades that we used. And just line it. Line it. Okay. Taking that same fluffy brush, angled brush, and just using that tip and blending it. So again, I'm not going too crazy, so we're all good. And then we're going to do highlight. And we're going to use the one I've used in almost every video again, and we're just going to use I think we're just going to use T today, and take it and go over the high points. Under the brow bone, forehead, cupid's brow. So we're not like, I'm not going like overboard with highlight. Oh my gosh, guys, I forgot to do my brows. Ah! Let's see. I cannot believe I forgot to do my brows. That's like something I do all the time. About to say it's something I never do, but I do it all the time. I always forget to do my brows. I don't know if it's because I hate doing them or what, but I just forget. Alright, so we're going to start with brow gel. And just brush it through. Keeping it simple. Don't want to make the brows look crazy when the rest of your face doesn't look crazy. And then we're going to take our Profusion pencil and just outline the shape and fill in where they need hairs. Need the hairs. And yeah, so we're gonna pop on some mascara and look and see what needs to be touched up.